Hello, everyone. It's a good evening here in London. It could be a good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I welcome you, and we will begin by sitting in stillness for a minute. Wow. Okay. Welcome to the daily evening meditation to still your mind, cleanse your mind, and to beautify your heart. I was just contemplating, if I don't have a meditation practice, how would I have turned out before the practice? And the answer is not so good. I will still be running on confusions and drama. I think I was nicknamed Drama Queen when I was in my 20s, perhaps. A drama queen, somebody throwing tantrums and all kinds of negative emotions, and rather overly reactive, easily triggered, and the emotions often up and down, very unstable, lots of highs and then dip back down to the lows, and the mind's constantly racing, trying to find everything I could to overcome. I could call it, maybe it's pain. Sometimes when we are not aware that we are experiencing pain, and we try all kinds of things to mask it or to numb it or to run away from it. Particularly if you've never been taught how to show your or express your emotions. And when you do feel some upset or some things not going right, the tendency is to shove it down, to put it under the carpet and try to forget about it. And of course, it doesn't go away until things have been resolved or healed. So it brings us back here to these meditation sessions. Why we need to meditate. Why we have to do mind training. Why is it important to train our minds? It is important because we are not aware of ourselves, of who we are. We are not home in ourselves, in our Buddha nature, our Tao nature, our higher self, our true essence. It's like we are living a lie without knowing that we are living a lie, and we are just running on these programs that have been given to us through conditioning from your caregivers, family, education, work, society, and different systems. And then we begin to build this false identity of who we are based on this conditioning. And it is no wonder we never find happiness, because true happiness is an inside job. True happiness, it cannot be bought. True happiness stems within us, but we have to unpack it. We have to unpack these different layers of conditioning that we've been spoon-fed upon. Some people might be blessed. They carry a degree of lightness with them, and they've been brought up in a conducive environment with healthy parenting, conscious parenting. And some are not so fortunate and have picked up a lot of the fears, the anxieties, the worries from different circumstances. And so here, when we meditate, you are learning to go into that gently, and with practices with the 10 sacred qualities, for example, and also now the 6 perfections, this will help us to become healthy again without the bigger self, not the small self. It will help us to rebuild who we truly are. But we have to take small steps. We have to learn how to train our minds to enable us to focus, to be aware. And so these sessions we learn, we come back to the ABC: awareness, breath, connection. When you begin to build your foundation, your awareness foundation, then you can take this practice anywhere. Because if this mind, it's like a monkey just jumping from branch to branch and scattered, it won't go very far. And I know how difficult it is to be trained in doing the same thing over and over, particularly when we're living in a society where we don't appreciate things to last. We just buy things, they last for a season, and then we want something else. And that throws us further and disconnects us further from where we are supposed to be. And we always have to come back with the question of why we are doing what we are doing, why we want to meditate, why do I need to practice mindfulness? Why do I have to cleanse or to have mental hygiene? Because if you don't know your why, it's hard for you to get started. Even if it's something good for you, it's helpful, but you have to go within yourself and ask, what do I want to get out of this if I do this? Why do I have to show up here every night, Monday to Friday? Why do I want to do this? It's not an obligation. Because I love doing this. And it's important to have more of this in our society. So you must understand your why, what you want to get out of the meditation. If you want to meditate, to feel calm, to be relaxed, great. Then you do that. That's your why. Some people might want to understand who they are, who they truly are on their spiritual path. You might have to do some practices that involves your mind. And if your mind cannot concentrate, it cannot sit in stillness, how would you take on other practices? So meditation, it's the rock building of any practices. It doesn't matter which religion you belong to, which practice you do, Buddhist, Hindu, Tao, it doesn't matter, because you need to establish a strong foundation. So all these classes, it's all about building a foundation for you to enable you to focus, to become confident, to have clarity, and to build awareness, to fine-tune these skills and you can take them off the cushion, on the cushion. It doesn't matter. Welcome, Luz. So just go into this depth of your understanding in your meditation. Go into the stillness within. Drop into that. Let yourself go. Fully open to explore this world beneath you, in front of you, and rest from the outside world, the external world. Rest that and come back home to your inner world and dive deeper without judgment, without preferences. Learn to observe and listen within. And the meditation we've been doing, it all comes back to knowing how to stay focused, being one-pointed, focusing on the breath, because this will lead you into other more advanced practices. Now just continue sinking deeper, dropping deeper into your essence. You don't need to search for it. You don't need to try and find where it is. It's not about that. It's not about looking. It's about rediscovering. It's already there within us. But in meditation, we learn how to rediscover that. It's like that diamond that's buried in dirt. And you don't know the value of the diamond until you clean it. Until it becomes this sparkling jewel that we all are. But we won't know the value until we unpack all this rubbish that we are carrying. All these, programmings of not good enough, of so many other issues that we are afraid of. It's not that we are afraid of what's out there, but that's what we think it is out there. But what we are really afraid of, it's right here in front of us. And this is what meditation can do for you, is to see that, what you need to do to release that and let it go. Without clear seeing, your journey will not go very far. It's like you're walking with a hood on. You can't see. So continue when you're sitting in your practice to go without the judgments. I like, I don't like, I'm bored. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't like her voice. I'm getting agitated. You know, all these voices. See what happens when you just learn to be here now with all these voices around you, luring you. No, you must do this, get out. I'm getting bored, you know. What happens? Do you react to them? Do you listen to them? Do you think they're true? What do you do? You must ask. All this, it's nothing but nonsense. But yet we believe it. But when you really hear the true essence, what I am sharing with you, I'm not making them up. These are teachings from the Buddha, but I'm just interpreting these teachings from my own experience. I wouldn't be sitting here if I haven't tasted these experiences and share them with you. And it took tremendous effort and practice. I'm not saying I'm there yet, but even just from the beginning, it takes so many years to really get into the core of the practice. And what I'm sharing you, it's really helping you to fast track, because you don't need to study so many texts, go on so many retreats. There were so many restrictions when I received my training. And here it's so easy. You just show up if you want and receive. So I invite you to really keep your mind open, your heart open as you continue with these practices, knowing that when you build them, when you are consistent and persistent, you will create results. You will begin to understand, and you can even do the practice on your own. If your mind has drifted off, so just bring yourself back. And keep your mind like a parachute. Leave it open. And allow it to be, supple, not tight, but enough effort to allow you to focus and concentrate, not striving too hard. Remember, middle way, not overly over effort or under effort, somewhere in the middle. And Mind training meditation is to help you build a free, grasping mind, to free you from attachments, from the illusions. And whatever is coming up in your meditation, if you have any questions, let me know. And try to just reflect on what is said about the why you want to meditate. And feel free to share if you're watching the replay as well. And just remember, throughout these sessions, my idea is really to allow our minds, to fill our minds with love, compassion, the 10 sacred qualities, to grow our mind, to expand our mind, allowing the capacity to practice these 10 sacred qualities. And in order to do so, we need to create a conducive environment for this we call mind. And I will end here. We put our hands together. And dedicating the practice to go towards all sentient beings, all souls affected by the wars, natural disasters, poverty, hunger, and whoever is in need of healing. I thank you. Thank you, Luz, and anyone watching the replay. I appreciate if you make a comment or give a heart and share it with your friends if you like it, allowing others also to grow and heal. I will see you tomorrow for a forgiveness practice, going back to 9 p.m. UK time GMT. Thank you all and wishing you a beautiful rest of the day or night and much love. Bye bye now.